If cats could talk, there are a few things they would probably wish humans understood every single day. And the strange part is, most of them are not big things. They're small, quiet, easy to miss. But to your cat, they mean everything. A lot of people love their cats deeply, but still misunderstand what actually makes a cat feel safe, loved, and emotionally close. Because cats don't experience love the same way humans expect them to. They don't always ask loudly. They don't always show affection in obvious ways. And sometimes the thing your cat wants most from you is something you never even realized mattered. So if your cat could sit down, look you in the eyes, and tell you what it truly wishes you did every day, this might be what it would say. It would probably start with something simple. I wish you greeted me gently. Most humans don't think much about reunions. You walk into the room, maybe say hi, maybe not, and move on. But your cat notices every return, every entrance, every little moment when you come back into its world, and how you respond matters more than you think. Cats often show recognition in subtle ways: a glance, a tail lift, a slow blink, a quiet walk toward you, and when you answer that with softness, a calm voice, a gentle blink back, a quiet acknowledgement. It tells your cat something powerful. It tells them, I see you too. To us, that may seem tiny, but to a cat, being emotionally noticed can be one of the deepest forms of affection. Then your cat might say something most owners completely overlook. I wish you let me come to you first. This one surprises people because humans naturally express love by reaching out. We pet, pick up, squeeze, call over, and try to create closeness. But cats often feel safest when closeness is their choice. That doesn't mean your cat doesn't love you. It means trust grows faster when it doesn't feel pressured. Every time you let your cat approach you on its own terms, every time you let it jump into your lap instead of placing it there, every time you allow affection to begin with comfort instead of control, you're telling your cat that your love is safe. And that matters, because for many cats, love is not just about affection. It's about emotional permission. Then there's something your cat would almost definitely wish for every day. I wish you paid attention when I was trying to communicate. Cats are always communicating. Always. The problem is, most humans are only listening for sounds, but cats speak with their bodies more than their voices. They speak with the way they sit near you, but not too close. The way they flick their tail when overstimulated. The way they blink slowly when relaxed. The way they suddenly leave the room when something feels too intense. The way they wait outside a door. The way they choose certain sleeping spots. The way they stare at you in silence. To many owners, these things feel random. To your cat, they are messages. And if your cat could talk, it might say, I wish you noticed the quiet things I do to tell you how I feel. Because being understood is a kind of love too. And maybe one of the most emotional things your cat would say is this: I wish you sat with me, even when you weren't doing anything. This is where a lot of people misunderstand cats the most. Humans often think bonding requires activity, playing, talking, petting, doing something together. But cats often bond through presence more than action. They don't always need excitement. They don't always need interaction. Sometimes what they want most is simply to exist near you, without pressure, without noise, without expectation. Just sharing space, just feeling your calm, just knowing you are there. That's why some cats will sit near you while you work, lie beside you while you read, or quietly stay in the same room while you do nothing at all. It's not boring to them, it's bonding. And if your cat could put that feeling into words, it might simply say, I wish you knew that being near you is enough. Then there's one thing your cat would almost certainly ask for, even if it never says it out loud. I wish you respected my routines. Cats are creatures of rhythm, more than most people realize. They notice feeding times, sleeping times, play times, quiet times. They build their emotional security around patterns that repeat, and when those patterns feel stable, the world feels easier to trust. That's why even small disruptions can affect them more than people expect. A delayed meal, a changed sleeping spot, a loud visitor, a different tone of voice, a rearranged room. To a human, these things may seem insignificant, but to a cat, routine is often the invisible structure that makes life feel safe. So when you create little daily consistencies for your cat, feeding them predictably, greeting them calmly, making space for their habits, respecting their favorite places, you're not just making life easier, you're making life emotionally safer, and that is a form of love your cat understands very deeply, then your cat might say something that sounds simple but means a lot. I wish you played with me like it mattered. Because to your cat, it does. Play is not just entertainment for cats. It's instinct, it's confidence, it's release, it's mental health, it's emotional balance. When cats chase, stalk, pounce, and hunt during play, they are doing something their body and mind were designed to do. And when that need is ignored too often, cats can become bored, restless, overstimulated, withdrawn, or strangely needy in ways owners don't always connect back to play. So if your cat could tell you one thing, it might say, I don't just want toys, I want to feel alive. Even 10 focused minutes can matter. Even one little daily ritual can strengthen your bond more than you realize. And then there's something your cat might wish for in a very quiet, emotional way. I wish you understood when I was trying to trust you. This one is easy to miss because trust in cats doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes trust looks like a cat turning its back to you, or sleeping beside you, or exposing its belly for a second before changing its mind, or walking into the room just to check if you're there, or blinking at you before closing its eyes, or sitting close enough to leave, but choosing not to. These moments are so small that many humans barely register them. But if your cat could explain them, it might say, every time I do this, I'm telling you I feel safe with you. And maybe what hurts most for cats is not a lack of love, but a lack of recognition, because they are loving you in quiet ways all the time. And finally, if your cat could tell you one last thing every single day, it might be this. I wish you knew I'm trying to understand you, trying to trust you, trying to feel safe, trying to love you in the language I know. Cats are not cold. They are careful. They are not distant. They are delicate with trust. And once you understand that, everything changes. Because suddenly, the quiet things don't feel small anymore. The way your cat sits near your feet, the way it follows you into another room, the way it sleeps on your bed, the way it watches you in silence, the way it chooses you again and again, in these tiny, almost invisible ways. Those are not meaningless habits. That is your cat building a relationship with you, slowly, softly, honestly. So if your cat could truly speak to you every day, maybe it wouldn't ask for anything complicated at all. Maybe it would just ask for this. Be gentle with me. Notice me. Let me trust you at my own pace, and love me in the quiet ways I understand best. Because to a cat, those small things are never small. They are everything.